Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is technically Baby Friday, okay? So again, tomorrow is Friday, but today's Thursday, May the 21st. And right now the time is 10:01 a.m. So angel number 10 or just 1010 in general, mirrored numbers especially could be significant, but let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into it. All right, I will be using my personalized deck, so let's see what messages show up for you guys for today. All right, so Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know for May 21st when it comes to their energy, or what they need to know? Oh, well, damn. The first card that just popped out like a pop, you know, the Jack in the Box. It's just like literally. Okay, someone may feel like that. Maybe you have like a Jack in the Box type of energy where maybe you just pop out and show out, and maybe people could be like annoyed with your energy. It's like, oh, well, too bad. Okay, keep showing up for yourself. Okay, but anyway, let's get to the point. All right, guys. Capricorn energy is very significant. You are somebody who, again, with the full moon that's coming up next week, it's going from Scorpio, Sagittarius to Capricorn, but it is definitely 100% in the full moon in Sagittarius. But the transits are just as important, okay, as the main event, right, which is Sagittarius. But Capricorn energy is very significant. Again, some of you guys could be very strategic, hardworking, okay, very ambitious people. Something about stability could be significant, or building stability for some of you guys, right? So take what resonates with that. All right, guys. So let's see what else shows up in the energy, okay? We have blue eyes. Okay, some of you may have blue eyes, or something to do with blue eyes is very significant, but this could be also in connection to peace. Okay, peace, tranquility. Water energy has been showing up a lot as of recently too, so you may have like a connection to water, or there's something about a deeper connection, but there is something about spiritual developments that you guys could be dealing with. Now, there could be something that you saw or what you spoke up on about when it comes to your third eye and throat chakra. Okay, so even if you don't have blue eyes, there's something about something being activated when it comes to that energy with those two chakras. You guys are releasing, right? Now, this could be releasing burdens or baggages, but there's something about resources or being prepared, okay, at this time. So your gifts could be significant. We also have drinker. Now, you guys could be somebody who drinks when it comes to emotional releasing. And even if you don't drink, there's something about indulgence or emotional release, right? But it's also giving Venus energy, like what brings you pleasure or what brings you love. And that could be significant. Some of you guys may love drinking some rum, some wine, maybe a mimosa here and there. But it's not to say that you guys are like addicted, okay? Like you could have people in your energy who also judge you because maybe you have a drink or two, or maybe you smoke or two, but that doesn't change who you are as a person. And I think people also have to realize and remember that everybody handles certain things differently. So you could drink like a sailor and that doesn't even affect you in any way, shape, or form, right? When it comes to like your mental or your inner knowing, right? Some people's intuition gets kind of clouded, or judgment gets clouded because they're drinking a lot or smoking a lot. Maybe you're not somebody who's like that. Maybe you can drink like a fish and you're still aware of your surroundings or aware of what's going on, right? But even when it comes to like releasing burdens and stuff, maybe releasing drinking could be significant for some of you. Maybe some of you guys could have went through an anniversary where, you know, you stopped drinking a few years ago, and maybe this could be like your anniversary where you're celebrating, whatever it is, right? But there's something about emotional releasing, okay? We also have muscular, strong, or works out. This could be, like I said, your physical energy, right? This could be your grounding energy. Maybe you are grounded. Fast cars are very significant. So while you are grounded in your stability, there's something about freedom. You could have been released from a certain dynamic, environment, or situation, and it's almost like now you're the one that has freedom, right? Even when it comes to like a better life, there could have been situations where you felt like maybe you lacked control, or there's something about stagnancy, right? Maybe you felt like things were not moving forward, and it's almost like whatever this is that you release, Maybe you guys are finding out that you guys are able to move forward, okay? Knitting and crocheting could be significant, but this is also about repetition, your intentions, and also being mindful. Some of you guys could be connected when it comes to healing work, and we also have entrepreneur. So there's something that you might be doing, okay, because you are very mindful, or you guys are connected. There's something about, you know, positive change when it comes to your service. Yeah, positivity. Okay, there's something about positive change. This could be your service that you provide. Okay, this could be also your energy when it comes to being positive. Like I said, when it comes to freedom, escape, a better life, and fast cars, we have driving on the highway. So there's something about safety, direction, and movement. Okay, it's almost giving like the Chariot. And I said this recently too, with the color blue or blue eyes, and then we have third eye and throat chakra. Sorry guys, I had to fix my chair. There is something about you being connected to water and going with the divine flow, or just being able to flow, all right? You guys could be connecting with somebody who has water placements, or you guys are learning how to connect with your deeper self when it comes to being in flow. But there is something about being safe when it comes to the direction that you're taking, and also when it comes to movement, right? Maybe you guys were feeling things were stagnant, like I said, but now it's showing up that, you know, basically things are basically moving forward, right? Like if things were at like a standstill or things were slow, it almost feels like something is either picking up speed or momentum, right? And that could be clarity for a lot of you guys at this time. Now we have iPhone and also Android. Okay, communication could be significant. Maybe you guys communicate through your phone. Okay, maybe there's something about expression when it comes to the way that you communicate. This could be through an email. Even though this is on your phone, this could be like your email. So like say for example you have an Android, this could be Gmail, or say you have an iPhone, this could be iCloud, or it could be both. Okay, you guys could have a phone that does both. But there is something about communication and how you express yourself. You're very mindful about what you say and how you say it. Okay, some of you may have straight, you know, loose curl hair type, but this may not be about the hair type itself. This is about your crown chakra being activated and your antenna being alert at this time, and also picking up on spiritual energy. So something about you being very alert when it comes to Gemini energy. Okay, we are in Gemini season, but there's something about Gemini energy, or being able to be adaptable at this time. Okay, during Gemini season, like I said, there's something about the full moon next week as well, where you guys could be dealing with the full moon and also dealing with Gemini energy as well, because we are in that season. But May 21st to June 20th is very significant. You guys are learning to be more adaptable. There's something about, like I said, communication or social networks, where you guys are showing up as somebody who has a lot of duality. Okay, now there could have been a situation too where you could have dealt with somebody. They could have Capricorn or Gemini placements. They don't have to, but something could be happening where somebody could have done something in your energy and you've released that, right? Because of your energy. You have beautiful eyes, beautiful, maybe a beautiful eye shape, lashes, whatever this is. Because you're a seer or a prophet, it's almost like people can look into your eyes and you can read someone's energy without even having to be told anything. That is scary to people who don't understand how your energy works, right? You're a gift. You're gifted. Okay, guys? So take what resonates. Even if you don't have these placements, there's something about the full moon next week and us being in Gemini season, but there's something about your energy where you could have left, or something could have been released when it comes to your energy, or you could have spoke up on certain things that people did not like about you and your energy. And because you're somebody who speaks up, okay, third eye and throat chakra, you see a lot, you speak a lot. People didn't like that. You spoke the truth. You had clarity. You had understanding. And so maybe someone's energy didn't like that. So because of that, now your energy as an entrepreneur, maybe you guys are stepping into entrepreneurship. Someone is now seeing that your energy was actually more abundant than they appreciated. And that could be a lot of you guys at this time. Some of you guys that are leaving certain circumstances, places, environments where you were actually put there to help those environments, but instead of allowing you to be the help that you needed to do or be, Instead, they took that for granted. They used and abused your energy, and then they threw you away, right? And you said, okay, no problem. Some of you guys can understand that. You said, okay, no problem. You accepted it, you moved on, you healed, you released, and now it's almost like maybe we shouldn't have done that to the collective, but it's too late, okay? Your eyes are the window to the soul. You guys have intuitive knowing and spiritual sight. Okay, and like I said, that could be scary to a lot of people because a lot of people don't have that. Okay, they don't have the kind of gifts that maybe you have. They don't have the kind of talents that you have. People think that the more money, the more people that they have on their side. Maybe you're a quiet person, but you speak up on matters that people don't want to speak up on. You could be quiet, or you could be somebody who fights for the underdog, and people don't like that. People don't like when you are the underdog fighting for the underdog. They would rather you be the underdog and stay that way, but you can't. You're divinely guided. You're divinely guided by source. You're supposed to be there to clean up things, to help things grow, to help better the situation. But people don't understand that about your path. They would rather use and abuse your energy, like I said, and discard you. And because you guys have accepted that and you guys have moved forward in your purpose, when it comes to change, you could trigger 1111 on the time. You could trigger a lot of people, okay, at this time. At the bottom of the deck, we have beautiful lips. So not only did you see things, you spoke. Like I said, you spoke about things. You communicated things very, intelligently, eloquently. Okay, your words maybe connected or transformed people. So even if you were quiet and maybe not everybody was on your side or didn't like you, you were somebody that spoke up. And you spoke up about the truth, whether people liked it or not. You spoke up, hey, I don't like this individual's energy. I think X, Y, and Z. And people are just like, ugh, about it. Now that you're not there anymore in those energies or in those places, now people are starting to see things for what it is. You release that, okay? Spirit is saying to make a wish when it comes to spiritual alignment and the manifestations that you have, especially during this time with the moon cycles and things changing. We have rising sign. Okay, so like I said, first impressions, right? Being perceived by other people. You were somebody that was being perceived by other people by your first impressions. Even if everybody in a room loved you, you had that one person or two or three that had to team up against you guys. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love when it takes a group of people to take down a collective of somebody who's just by themselves, minding their business because maybe you didn't want to gossip? Okay, maybe you didn't want to gossip. Maybe you wanted to have stability, or somebody wanted to be in control of a situation, right? So take what resonates. Your habits and routines could be changing. You are the divine feminine, right? So you have a lot of discipline. You have a lot of willpower, okay? There's also something about your daily structures and routines that are changing because you are the divine feminine and you are giving life, okay? You are life itself. You're intuitive. You're creative. You're an empath. You are the whole package. Whether you're masculine or feminine, you are the whole package. And somebody could have been mad about that. And I hate that. I hate when people, treat the collective a certain way because they're projecting their insecurities onto you. Okay, so let's see if I can get one more card. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, even better. I got two. Okay, at the bottom we have September. Somebody could be born in the month of September too, like Virgo, Libra placements may resonate. If not, just the energy itself could be significant. Okay, guys, we have Pluto energy, and then we also have prayers coming through. Okay, so if you are the divine feminine, there's something about patience, waiting for things to unfold, because if you're the divine feminine or masculine, you don't need to move a muscle. You don't have to touch anything. Things just unfold naturally for you because source is always going to be on your side. Whether if people try to outcast you or make you feel lesser than, you are always going to be on top. The 25th is very significant, okay? Some of you guys could be born on the 25th. The 25th of May could be significant. We also have initials Z, so take what resonates with that. You could have initials Z in your your name. Okay, for some of you guys, initials A, all right, could be very significant as well. So this could be confirmation for a lot of you, Z and A. Okay, AZ. I don't know why, but Arizona could be very significant, like in the States. Some of you guys may live in Arizona. Okay, New Zealand could be very significant, right? But there's something about these initials, whether this is like a country, a place, a city, a province, but there's something about these two initials. Okay, we have the 19th. That's significant, all right? June 19th could be significant too for some of you, right? That's Gemini energy as well. Okay, we also have the 8th, right? So something could be happening on the 8th of June for some of you. Okay, June 8th could be significant. Like I said, Gemini energy is very significant, but there's something about your energy, like I said, when it comes to the divine feminine, things unfolding, okay? You have intuition, and there's something about you warning people about someone as well. Like you could have warned somebody about a group of people or about somebody or someone being sneaky, their energy being shady, something about you warning people because like I said, you have divine insight. And people didn't want to believe you. Maybe people thought you were lying. They thought you were a hater. Okay, you know when someone like doesn't like an artist, but everybody loves that one artist, and you're just like, why? And then something comes out about that artist. That's you guys. Like you guys could talk about certain things or say certain things, and someone would be like, but why? Why don't you like this person? Or that's just how they are. Or, you know, they have seniority and that's how they are. That's how they're supposed. No, you call out certain things that are not right. And that is what frustrates a lot of people too about your energy, because you were right. Here, okay? I wish I told you how I really feel instead of hiding my true feelings. There's something about regret, honesty, and miscourage. So like I said, someone in your energy, they knew that you were innocent or they knew that you were in the right, no matter what that situation was, and they still tried to outcast you. Now you guys are living your best life, okay? What's that song? Living my life like it's golden. That song by I think it's Floetry. Okay, you guys are literally living your life like it's golden, and people can see that about your energy, and that is what's also upsetting. It's like, despite how people treated you, despite how people came against you, try to go against you, even though you were right in a lot of situations, allow them to go through what they go through, allow them to experience what you experience, allow them to see for themselves what you've already told them, because guess what? It's too late. You're no longer there, and you definitely don't want to go back there either, unless they change or unless they allow you to speak up and do what you need to do, but you don't want to be there no more. Okay, you refuse to be there. All right, so let's see what else shows up. We have loving yourself so much more, being multifaceted, okay? And also we have guardianship. So I want to protect you. Can I protect you? Divine feminine, masculine, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have I want to say I'm sorry. Do you forgive me? So someone's energy is literally asking forgiveness, okay, within the next 12 hours, okay? So somebody could love the way that you cook for them too, but there is something about your forgiveness. Somebody wants your forgiveness, and there's something about your energy where some of you guys could have boundaries at this time, right? Some of you guys could be protecting yourself at this time, cleansing your energy. And because you guys are cleansing out whatever no longer serves you, you guys are feeling it, okay? You guys are feeling other people's energy. Yeah, friction, spark. We have tension, ignition, catalyst. You are the catalyst. Ringing ear, message, downloads, okay? You guys are alert, like I said, when it comes to, I think it was straight hair. Yeah. This card that's under here, okay? But yeah, we have alert, okay? Spiritual messages, activation. You guys are being activated at this time, okay? So take what resonates with that when it comes to communication. We have code breaker, ending old cycles, karmic bonds, liberation, clarity, breakthrough, and stomach drop, okay? Warning or misalignment, intuition, alert, and caution. Someone is in your energy seeing that you were right, okay? You were right about your intuition. You were cautious about something. And because somebody was warned, now this person could be having like this, you know, this epiphany or this realization that, oh my gosh, that was the collective. Like the collective was meant to help us, and look what we did, right? Now you guys are quantum leaping into a new progress, okay? You guys are, you know, going through breakthroughs, rapid changes, elevations, while these people are still stagnant and stuck in this old energy because they did not want to change. They didn't want better for themselves. This, like I said, this could be a family, a group of people. They didn't want better for themselves. They didn't want to grow. This could be a company. They wanted to stay stagnant and stuck in this old, miserable energy. And you wanted to have vibrant, fun, fresh energy, and they didn't want that. Instead, they wanted old energy, and I guess whatever energy this is, they felt like that energy was more correct than you because maybe they're older or they have more experience. And sometimes people don't realize that people are manipulating situations because of culture, race, okay, being able to only have their own kind, right? There's no diversity, things like that, okay? And you were the one that was trying to be diverse and relate with different cultures and, you know, religions and languages and everything like that. And you have people that literally wanted to stop your progress or your path. And you said, you know what? Either you let me go or I go. And the universe booted you out of that situation, wherever that situation was. Now you're quantum leaping. We have remembering. Okay, remembering who you are, past life, clarity, the mender, healing influence, okay, repair, healing, and restore. You were the one that restored a lot of things. You healed a lot of things. And now people are in regret because now that they let you go, they see that you were the one that always showed up. Okay, whether this was your job or your day-to-day, whatever it was that you showed up for, you always showed up for yourself despite what you had going on. You never made an excuse. And you could have people making excuses for the things that they do. Yeah, new beginnings. Quantum leaping, new beginnings, Jupiter energy, growth, abundance, okay? This has been showing up a lot in the messages when it comes to you guys, okay? We have Uranus, okay, or Uranus energy. So again, change, okay? Some of you guys with technology, there's something about change, okay? Capricorn energy. Some of you guys could have Uranus energy in Capricorn, okay? This is about you being original, right? Friendships, being able to connect with people, for, like I said, from different walks of life. Saturn energy is very significant. Beach, okay? Being near water. This could be your energy or just being in flow. So like I said, going with the flow could be very significant. We have dreams and intuition. So there's something about inner knowing and guidance. Reading books could be very significant. Something about you reading someone like a book as well. But there's also something about knowledge. You have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Like literally this knowledge and wisdom that you have, sometimes it could be from books. Sometimes it's just past life energy. Like you've been here multiple times before, okay? This is not your first rodeo. You've been here longer than people who are older than you, okay? Your soul has been here longer than people that are older than you or younger than you, okay? Like I said, age does not matter. You could be more divinely guided than somebody who has 30 years of experience in a role or 30 years of experience in life, okay? You learn from your mistakes, and that is why you're able to move forward the way that you are, okay? So look at that. Congratulations, big celebrations, okay? So take what resonates with that. I'm going to see if I can get some of these cards here. All right, so let's see what else shows up. Ooh. So Spirit, what else do you have for the collective at this time? What else can you tell them? Okay, thank you. That was pretty quick. Usually it takes a while for me to get what I need from that deck because it's so flimsy. But we have Lion energy, okay? Like, again, courage has been showing up a lot, okay? Lion energy, courage, leadership, okay? Strength, you're a protector. Something about pride could be very significant. But you guys have this lion, lioness energy about you, okay? A lot of fire in your energy, okay? Like I said, Capricorn energy is significant with the moon cycle, us being in Gemini season. Even if you do or don't have those placements, that is very significant at this time. Roses are very significant as well. This is about passion, love, devotion, divine feminine energy, and that also came out in the message as well. Some of you guys may love roses, or roses may resonate for some of you guys. We also have marigold. So this is about protection, healing, warmth. Okay, for some of you guys, this is about remembrance of who you are and your energy. We have Europe. Okay, so somebody could be from Europe, or there is something about European energy. Okay, like I said, someone in your energy with blue eyes showing up here too. That could be significant as well. It may not be, but we do have Europe. Like I said, diversity. Okay, ideas, cultural exchanges, creativity, differences through unity. Okay, you guys could have a vision when it comes to expansion with Jupiter energy here. We also have owls. So again, hidden knowledge, like I said, books. You guys know information, whether you've read up on this or not, you just have that information or that inner knowing. Okay, this could be someone's spirit animals. Lions and owls could be significant. And then we have Antigua. Okay, like I said, you guys are alert. This is about being cautious when it comes to your awareness. You guys are intuitive, but there is something about protection, like I said, being protected, or you being a protector. Okay, but I'm going to end it here, so please take what resonates whenever you see this. Again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok, and my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading or check out my blog. I did mention already that I did do 3 blogs. One is for the full moon that's coming up. I already posted that. That's coming up at the end of this month, but you guys can just read up on it if you guys are curious or just want more clarity. I already did a reading for Gemini season. You guys can look at that as well. And I also did one with connecting with your body. Remember, this is a series that I'm doing. This is not forever. This is just a series that I wanted to, do because I had the book and I said, why not share this information with you guys? Whether you have Gemini placements or not, we are in the season. So some of you guys could be feeling called to, change up your workout routines, your diets, your health, mental well-being, things like that, etc. Right? Like, I'm not a doctor, but it's nice to share this information because not everybody has the books or can go online and find all this information. Even though we can, sometimes, it depends on where you are in life. So why not share that knowledge and wisdom and give it to you guys as well, right? But again, you guys can check that out if you guys are interested. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. And I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful Thursday. Right now it's 10:27 a.m. So it's a little bit early still, but have a wonderful day. I love you guys. And it is Baby Friday. All right. Tomorrow is Friday. So you'll see me guys maybe tomorrow. But again, thank you guys. I love you guys. And stay true to you. Be your authentic self. Don't let anybody change who you are, especially if you're a kind, whimsical, loving, good type of person. Continue striving. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.